You made the aim the pan, fi so see your domicile, said the metie bia. Ebusia ye frame me or bomini banana eke more kwaba ediba Penpensiwa jumedi so na mwamu nim se Penpensiwa de e ye nije ho komo e na ye du ha sei ain't no ade e trending ye ekoso e wo the world of entertainment ade ekoso e wo Ghana enije nsemu no eno ho komo na ye twetwe ne de babedi kokonsa. Aye, my name is Sister's Party. You must be in Siho. You invite your young Kobe, but you must send the Yenimuka. Erica say,
Yamia do not answer.
Me hoye pa, me hoye. Her Excellency.
Yeah, Mama.
Ete say.
I don't pine bonnet just say. Just say. Osro above for one more bine bo. Tino just say, we be come up.
You come up. Now, party no you invite you.
Sister. Na me copy mu party na nka sese nka trend ama ye Ghana ha no.
Nka be fa ho pa ho.
Sister nka me fa me ho tete me ma ko dwumi ho ase. Hey,
Erica, you invite you. Na me say invite you kwa ka fa be fa ho de nya sam ketewa.
Ke be normal.
Oh, there be. Me
nyini. Mary normal.
Me nyini.
O se wujidi.
Me nyini.
O share area. Area no one share anya ni gidi ba ni gidi na nya gidi.
I me na no na make am.
Once the event say no so kwa on. Go for come oh, but forget it. Oh, boy. Benedicta. One year too much.
Oh, but the comments were really nice.
Yeah, mommy, too much. And at the end of the day, it wasn't.
But Usha, you celebrate CNA or more free Nigeria and Tanzania and Manavano. One Usha year too much.
Obi an sheda nye too much amame, but I can say be atare we yen shenko ha.
They said yeah.
Medical say as an oko meeting.
Obi so or no a chief waiter.
Aha, as a oko meeting. But then me all around na kamehwehwe na neki akra ho. Yeah. Well, once a Ghana fund we don't take our red carpet serious. Even with the VGMA, then VGMA and TGMA, and they say, more red carpets, look at what they wear. This is what we've been preaching about, or this is what we've been talking about. Say, yeah, red carpets, no. Omonti as say a red carpet. If you walk on a red carpet with what you wear, you don't even take it to sit down. Okay. Right after a red carpet, you change. Now what because red carpet in your man now, but not to me fan na event as it. But the account feel say new sika na ye kwa no. It's not monti jumedi in ase. So I share Rita Dominic. Atari or shed the pictures. I don't know if Nana if you watched it. And yeah, no, the what's now. What I said, what she wore to the event was different from what she wore to take pictures with. In Tinaya red carpet, no, they should read more about red carpet cry. No moon tire but on man shed down giddy sa and even with the artists come perform, you know. I wasn't too cool with some of the outfit they were wearing, but so any day, no, my Kwabna was not looking bad. He was looking nice to me. What he wore. It was so beautiful. Kwabna was looking nice. One person to me can say Kwabna. Oh, ni paid by me tinsia. Is it Ramsey? Ramsey know about it, right?
Nigerian.
What he wore was beautiful, but we don't wear such outfit to such a party.
And I say, what are the fashion police?
I'm not, but Atariwe. Uko bisa osibo the Zara man. Or nini ye or ne tala or beka just atare we or share sani e che ne space near the slippers be and sneakers wide be to Asia straight to the pool beach.
But what if was the Boston styling?
Menya sure. I know what Osibo can do. And yours ebi anyo man call to Osibo akwa yours born na keka bo mu man. No, or no keka in your abo.
But na ma yen share we share events now one na we did so fan who ye pan the call share dressing who say yes we dey one miss it.
I'll give it to D Black.
Okay.
One say D Black econo enumerate events say one. Inti na woko events one thing I have learned is to ask yourself just two questions. What is the event about? Who is coming? So near my way, Emma will lead my wutimi sisi hu ye. Inti yebetimi aye event bi te say yebetimi awo baby say a very serious meeting be but anyum to phone kwa na eba nti know what the event is about so no abemu it gives you an idea of what you should wear, who is coming no and also by choice okay we mu no omo corporate ni you say
okay
nti it gives you an idea of where you're going into we na kwa birthday party na I learned idea Bakubi from KKD.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, me who say Charlie repeated the same thing. And then I was watching one. Sometimes I pick 1 or 2 fashion tips from Momo. And I mean, who say there's this other fashionista from South Africa, and also about the same thing. So, and I didn't know about it. Into events, and I said, and I was really looking out for that thing. I mean, say it looks like a lot of people really understand that thing because I saw a lot of people doing that. Or say, uko enumerate event. You want to look more glittering than colorful.
Yeah.
Enumerate event.
Yes. So shiny.
You use dark colors. Into no inside open say we yes statements be and you would maybe want to glitter. You use some black suits, glitter
shiny,
shiny be what you say. Into I realize although some were still looking very colorful, be say yellow, or be the pink go be a red gown.
You fascinate you now.
Yeah. I think it's a wrong choices into me there. So far a man no Tokyo Makinwa was not looking bad. The first appearance, second appearance, and she looked really good. Tokyo I loved her dress.
But I
think
I
the Nigerians, no, you know, they've got it when it comes to
the
events.
Fashion,
I think so. Fashion game, no, they've
now.
really stepped up. Erica Sembi, name the Pagana say, your celebs need be no more. The Ayesh no, and I heard the answer. Say a lot of them were. Say obin styling those people are not stylists. They dey say wash no nipa na chance we show we be fatao. Enti say nipa na kan dey any styler. Enti we style on na ya otaka say show we be fatao. Me shara me kokrom so nkofo ka say ho ofe. Ana ata yi dey fatao na ho ye fe pa. Enti say nipa na kan ta fa dey. But there are professionals omo dey no.
Omo juma no.
And if you go to Nigeria, stylists for no, they do not joke with them. Yeah, if you're looking for another a year basis or especially in Nigeria, in South Africa, now a stylists when almost one way Jumano. And I think say Richard Niamakwe on one case I cannot talk about who looked good for the night and all even. In fact, my number 1 person is on one casa. Who shiny suits and nice and I'll say yes.
O plan now na so to be go party when Independence Square now unyemi duka.
What's say? Watch done in Sakra. So a little findings be actually said the watch alone cost about $323,000. Watch done is
Richard millionaire.
I was saying
Almost
off. What's saying?
Almost your time in the day.
The phone kita no me so I have no better than this. I calculate 5, 10, 15, 20. But you know, he did it for me. Talk of looks, it was Richard himself. Me who will be a one, he did it more than him. And another gentleman. Now, Branty, no Sir Richard, Pabin say, so there were about 3. One was but there's one that looked very much like him. And also was dressed in suits. The suits, no, me maybe a Branty and coffee free. Hey, now, Fata Branty, is more fair to say. Nana. And maybe a fine power Ghana chroma.
Me do fear me should trust our part when I'm there to social media.
Yeah, share baby a bedroom baby na Stone Boy performing no. Na ojina show be right Stone Boy shines up from na and now for me inside the
can describe now mo go for go.
Abrantie na come pa, Abrantie na come. O ye come nkasa. What's a Richard boy come. What's no pa. One said do me miensa. Wo dey ya makin hwani ye. E mema miensa bi wo haircut no wo mo abodwe. Enye se party na sipe o. Em so wata ne omo na mo se anafa no na wo mo anante achenti no mo se o. Omo ye miensa wo mo se papa.
Ono so fa ne hu ye pa.
O fa ne hu ye pa che Abrantie no was looking really good I say.
Erica, na nkofo keka say I say bloggers no moko events na se no they make the people uncomfortable, especially with being in their faces. We share videos na trendy Rita Dominic dear. For a minute I felt like on Nigeria they don't have all these people in their faces now. But later I felt Shana is becoming very annoying because there's no privacy whatsoever. Or in the doka trendy because almost in nipa pay a day before I'm always seeing no ko secondly so no or party no secondly so a wine glass the way she was holding it. You know, the way she was holding it. Like, Nini Nano, and go for business bloggers, so did they really do well? Because I said there was no privacy. What China Kakakona Kotsnasi, but I said they were in their faces. And blogging the Jumana say, Uncle Phone will say, when you're a it's no, you're not blood of bloggers there. What's your take on that?
Right. Nana, with that one, I think last week, Nana, baby crowd, we spoke about it, and I did say, once a party wasn't just an ordinary party. There are certain parties when you see these things, you don't even complain about them. But then looking at this people, number of names are about to say, and then you have just any blogger. I'm quoting quote, mind my words, but let's just be like real here.
Mameka be craft and supporting the Okano. Say see akasakra no bloggers themselves no. I know no moko events.
Yeah.
Or more prepare in
Small boys.
Yeah.
What I say that's all my
baby. And also kwa na that beka so meko. And ya kwa mama mota, you know, that kind of thing. But certain events people hokra na was say wopin na otu nai. Wopin na kasa because this kind of party that happened in Ghana, it hasn't happened before. And it's a big deal. Obi oha okọ baby sisi akra obeka so o mi na me ye asimesi party, mi na me ye organizer, I was part of the team, I was part of this. A big deal. The man, but I feel say senior Americano I was say I think organization ni bibia na nkasa part of it be an issue. I think say was so bushy. Looking at what kind of blogging, even at the point where the Stone Boy they were performing, he said you could tell say na party about them, but weren't even enjoying the show. You could see all the bloggers in front of it. Akwa is a free show. For a moment, it wasn't a party.
Yeah.
For a moment, now I say a free event, a free show. Na artists. No phones.
I was wondering.
No, I am here to have party, and this kind of party. Me assure say Nigerians they have it there, but baby away free na urban. On him say party, such a party in urban. She's not going to be seeing all these things there. She's not going to experience these things there because Nana, me no wako baby to say. Mami you these two places. Me no wako baby to say a shyman. Say a kwako dija. You don't expect say obi hu count, obi hu be count. The same way say me no wako be a part of East Legon baby. ANC more. Ube also unam ha obi nam ne babe. Two different places. Inti me kwa shama me say me jam me phone. And I say me yes ka say me ye bibi say but me ko ANC more. Oh I can walk freely. But me buy ANC more than come and experience what I'm experiencing at Shyman there. Inti na I say for a moment I say bibi bebrebe nipa na bedos be wo ho no me mpo me ka say party ni kwa he could have done it and invited just these big people without inviting these TikTokers no. Few of them could have gone. Nanka party na a beautiful classy. But after the I say show na gege na we na DJ na we after the ntokwa kra kosi wo party ente say ase.
And I sent to kwa na eden.
Me dem yes obi enya take away.
Me dem ti see akodan nka.
Na yes ba ko enya take away.
Na yam tokwa na kase say blow na kase.
Yeah obi de ka wakoto nsa we ntua na. Ni ra na ko ho. Wo ko party when you invite I don't know what
you when you scatter talent ko party.
Oh, was it bad?
It was.
Sister
Obi dey so enya take away.
Anya kuma o.
Aye pure mama.
Hey.
Oh, and I don't know if you watched that video. Girl be saying so say I don't know say lace or say then dress be na all sa asa gidi. One TikToker guy be na was so watching. Oh, see madam, enya ha ne yes ade we. Inti man anka say me say he felt let me gather all these people together. Let me bring them together. But at the end of it, no mo kwa ma be say at the end. But it was still beautiful. Part of it was so beautiful, but baby, for me, I didn't really like it. But why are there? It was good. And I mean, him says, so be biomo, and also before France be biomo, but now see the errors, no mistakes, no no ma correct. With even with the organizers, on maybe and the first big contractor when you it never happen, but obeshe no there are corrections to better other one. But with the bloggers, me it was a no for me. Sako dey perform big people in huno Stone Boy perform omo huno mu jani phones ni omo hu fifre dressing. Oh god. Why obi na the information bre no see every for a moment now you crowd block. I'm like ever block it no matter how many aces e wo honom ever block it near what despite mo tete ho na mu
I'm not from Otomo Domoti.
I don't say sense so my AC she. Yet yes so no more Christ am AC we jai working.
Nana.
You know.
You know the kind of the American say I don't blame the bloggers that much because Well, no, let's not forget, what house will be content. And there will be intimate capture is what they would want to capture. Well, there would be everywhere. Now, my problem from day one, my boss on every platform that I have been. So my biggest problem was with the organizers, the coordinators of the event. You know how big this was. Obine retirement and then a birthday party, whatever party all together.
Welcome party.
Nyamin Kebi.
Oh yeah, welcome party.
Welcome party, ne. Wine, I mean,
tell him
Obi Bonnie must say, a higher crown.
But
me
I Mona for Rolana.
Ain't you know, Nameka Saint?
Maybe say Mona for a welcome party.
I do not know about
because Mr. Matete did that. Say,
Mr. Mahi TV that day.
Girl, Lande, our Ghana, but there's a mind low key.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Anna Mati.
Oh,
but it's not related to, yes, alleged.
It's alleged.
But it's not related to a girl on the video said trendy because me kai say a girl
is an old video.
Yeah, the 30th birthday party.
Yeah.
And me I met me quite the mistake to me who say I've met the two of them several times. OD Black Club.
Okay.
Several times privately. Like me who me no money na chile.
Okay.
It's you know I like say the moody kind but you see who say I'm Pastor Landia. It's our common.
And you know my problem was with the coordinators and the organizers of the event. Won't say Nigerians no be because I had the Nigerians no more paparazzi in your more and I say bloggers in the hunti omo yesa. Me, I have emceed an event in Nigeria. Nana, me could drew honum no home. Answer na baby aye show nankasa inti baby all the paparazzis ne baby obenya celebs no get every other content I open no. There's a whole place for that.
Yeah.
When you go inside, Obia on the privacy, there's a place allocated for just bloggers. Ehona mujina, or content biano, your position in a place where bibia and you should just have good cameras.
Yeah.
And there's a phone now, but they just not say you won't get content. But they make sure to place you somewhere. You have access to everybody. Now it is up to you to capture what, and your timing should be perfect. I believe so. Mujidi say yeah, baby say you know. Mujidi say because they believe that they were using the best of organizers, they were using the best of events, you know, gurus to get this done. And to me, no, I am not surprised. In fact, I'm a Ghanaian and I'm so proud of my country, but I still believe say there's a lot we need to learn.
Yeah.
What you said to avoid all of these things. Sebe. Celebrity chrono, you put them in a position where one should be back as when bonini. But then and I say well you'll be an human born and I say they'll be tagged with a certain kind of a so now it be organizers na man akobasa. As a bloggers, let's not forget bloggers no more no. They want stories. Omo pages so has to be going on all the time. What you say? Inti say we jai me. Say me number be You can't blame me, say my copy.
Yeah.
I'll be in your face. I'm a person in your free or no. Blogger no be kronya. You know, blogging there. Any journalism mankasano. Obi a fan from different. Obi a need ope. Obi pen aggressive. Somebody wants to go about it the class. Obi a want a target audience. And Obi a ya wonyane sonen and crowd for the fans or mudineti. Onyane followers. Obi aggressive when he say I know there are a lot of aggressive Ghanaians who always want the other side of things. Obi a ka say no. Onwa shada.
Yeah.
Just they don't need to make sense to anybody. No. What you say? I say cassette no. Obi abo side or no done side be abo. That is just them. You can't blame. It is what they want.
Right.
They are all entitled to the omopenny the omompe. What you say? It was up to the organizers. We have all seen how sometimes bloggers have interpreted. I'm not saying that but in this situation, I am not going to talk about bloggers and I'm not going to blame them. Organizers, coordinators, I believe some why your events we watch it. What you say? Into why you be away we move you should know. Say in your say bit now we have dignitaries coming. Mona na yoga, yeah, it's in cry, you who listening be say me even online cry, which I say me intro the because I know say nipa suni nipa banya ebe. I am not supposed to let certain things happen. Into this is what I'll do. Say ni say na me here. events be brave kwa media for honey de amamo. This is where you are to stand. This is where you just say designated place via de amamo say hana mundi mujima, and that is it. Inti say bloggers no edru baby craft there. Yes, say bloggers no baby amujina no mwesi artists name nkrofo no mudi juma mwesi omweni minti monkotokoto, and then you see the bloggers kneeling down to get videos and pictures, kneeling down. After me jump say organizers way stage na family and friends stand. Na artists jina form into the way trade na just oh bi the one channel not just on this one be not just a show in ya wooden front is so bloggers about it. No, they had to tell everybody kneel down, no more to no mutual videos and pictures, which was bad. Into media, okay, I won't blame the bloggers. Bloggers they overcome for more as if they care. They don't. Contents no when you're on their bro, you're on their page, you're liking, they're making money, and that is what they're about.
But a friend is saying aftermath events, you know, yeah, celebrities be not performing. Me who Fia, me who Sefa, Kiddy, me who Davido, Sarkodie, Stoneboy, Diamond Platinums from Tanzania. Now, and I got phobia. I said, na ye Papa Shatta Wale away him. Yeah, it's in Sembe say oh. At this point, me say because on not go tweet say any events be our better. So I got perform it was just a week you know, or just $600,000. And then the fans so I can say oh, and they be at them $600K into na 1 day. Or went to me and Chianti and went to me on day. There are so many contradictions because the manager so about because say I don't know why you invite Shatta Wale.
I'll see you invite.
There be. Some people say you invited Shatta Wale. They didn't have any conversation. You know, it's not about $600,000. BB, just that he wasn't invited. And that big deal say you invited no, because you invited other artists as well. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding Erica. Shatta Wale, no.
Maybe with Sammy Flex, and is it he wasn't in Shatta Wale wasn't invited to perform or wasn't even invited at all.
Like
because I also watched the video when Sammy Flex was saying, say your friend no wa brochi. Say omo invitation aba. Into no main Shadante to Nasa
video bay.
That's what I was trying to look for.
Because I say they were not like there was no even.
Was it a video you watched?
Yeah, there was
or on the Nekasai?
No, it's not a one-on-one. I think I watched the video and I'm started reading on some credible blogs.
Because I think that's more Nana and I'm
no.
Because I was mid-tier.
Okay.
And also full video on YouTube. What's your friend not sure ni Ghana? Into your fanko ja obio seday and all that. But fair enough. Nana, let's be real here. Nia oya ne party. On why we say
Mami bisa me question after the old that one so. Shatta Wale factor would this have helped or more yemo free went to sing because maybe the binyana call her because what the circle performance colleague on a mini yano then everybody was just jamming to it. But Shatta Wale I guess I knew you. It would be in the funds the money. But I don't want to put my personal sentiments into it. What do you think, Shatta Wale factor? Oh, man, can be say na only so did it change anything?
Oh, man, can be party na only more be party na. Tina anya oh, more a party no. One more a party. Just that we are going to have that type of Shatta Wale performance no honum. Tina anya and answer here no so anya here. He didn't do any good, he didn't do any bad. I believe that Shatta anyone in a party no anya party. But then what I was trying to say is nipa na oya ne party no. One, I don't think enyo ono no ka se me pasu me si. Eyo no me ya me party ya na man to me kan chem so eri jama me na me de artist beba na ko fa artist a me nim no ba bia bai because so nana me pe asumesi asem pant me nya bia we wo ho me nya black wo ho me nya sa kwade wo me nya stone boy ho okay then nana will be like okay me de me artist to be beka ho no abodi fine na maka say okay I will even have to agree before she brings the person. So I feel say nipa na oye ne birthday party na no ka say bia or per this particular artist say omombra show ne so and as omombra party ni emuna omombe only the reason why he needed that. And allegedly, so you see BB Trendy, it was saying that because of Despite, the man had to choose between Despite and then Shatta Wale. Other ones were allegedly almost into it was like guy ni only Shatta a very cool pint, and he was trying to be like, oh yo bro, me know you're cool, and you can't perform for me for free. But Chairman also said no, money for enter before I can't perform for free. And also if money go enter, they are not go fee pay you that kind of amount. And I no can let me say from the onset, allegedly be almost no see and pay it's allegedly I say now on one it was between Despite any honor and Despite is also in a godfather Despite is in business yeah business for a share
but only allegedly back so amate
can I
Mr. Mumini Kotsika allegedly and they say okay minister Muka Shatta Wale ge bi na now so any sister later fe na so mo twetwem na cousin yeah ono so koko tweety wo baby say ono so feel say dey ntia yen invite Papa Shatta because oni aja for twem na o shara ye no say oh yeah
mommy I see you talk for this they won't do mommy
yeah
what I say it ni na allegedly ni bi
tinu mi Shatta wa nkono and Shatta nye big deal so as you said earlier your fans ni na most of the times or mama in some in some but also one thing I noticed they say one say nana me yes show be na painful be ho no ma ho I'll be very very selective with the kind of people I will want them to come and perform because yes Shatta Wale there hasn't been a day at Shatta apart from maybe your call Jamaica sasa na say can Jamaica na perform one say most of the time Shatta stands on stages and then after his performance he wants to throw insults now one say inkofo egu ho no so nya nkofo bia keke nti bia the man was trying to avoid all these things so if Shatta didn't perform we shouldn't make it a big deal. Ali, he's not the biggest artist in Ghana. What I say, it's more like you are doing something big and you feel say, oh, the biggest artist in Ghana needs to come. We were able to pull the biggest artist from Tanzania to come.
Now, I kind of man I say, it's a year party, Shatta Wale and perform me behind the party. We love him. We love him. He's a good man.
The man has his own choice. Oh no, say okay, mean to you have $600,000, but me too, memo be for private jet, but me 200 times 2 of that amount. It is the person's money. Into Shatta performing, not performing, the party still held, and it was a good one.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Me try some Sammy Flex.
Yeah,
I said the he say she say no. I died down. They can allegedly and free Ankasa they who blocks they are share they are say and home come more and I didn't say Busia TGMA. Run TGMA, RNAQ, Richard Ni Ama, who in some semiana, ye gusono, na Sesiano, ye mammy, Akofa, Ejiani, Ababepie, Ababekayo.
107.3 Asaasepa.